Hey guys, and welcome to the last part of this 3-part minimalist series. If you guys enjoyed the series, be sure to leave that in the comments down below and let me know if you guys want to see more minimalist related topics here on this channel. I'd love to do more. So if you guys haven't seen the first 2 videos of this series, I'll link that right here for you guys to watch. I talk about minimalist cleaning habits and how to shop like a minimalist. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm Sylvia from Catchy Cravings, and I'd love to inspire you and help you master healthy eating. So if that is something that totally resonates with you, be sure to subscribe for more weekly content here on this channel. So today we're talking about ways to declutter your kitchen, and today I want to show you guys 2 methods. These 2 methods are 2 of my favorite ways to declutter in general, but we're going to declutter my kitchen today. Now I know some of you guys maybe might think, well, I don't really need to declutter my kitchen, but I always feel like it's important to audit your kitchen things once in a while, because things easily accumulate in your kitchen and kind of tend to forget what you have, what you don't have. So it's always a good idea to maybe revisit everything and decide whether you still need it or maybe you'd like to pass it along. So the first method is by this lovely Japanese lady called Marie Kondo. This method I got from her book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I highly recommend this book. I'll leave a link to it down in the description below if you guys are interested. I do recommend you guys give it a read. So in this book she talks about this method, or her method, called the KonMari Method, and I'll teach you guys how this method is applied. This is a shortened version. You guys should definitely read the book to go into more depth of the intention behind this. But basically what you do is you open up all your well, since we're talking about the kitchen, you open up everything and you get out everything. You can do, if it's a small kitchen like mine, you can totally just get out everything at once. But if you guys have a big kitchen, then you should maybe do this by category. And Marie says it's important to do this by category because if you do this by location, you might have some things of the same category that are in different locations, so it's important to do this by category. And it's also important to get everything out so you see everything at one glance and you get the right picture of how much you actually own. I know in the beginning I thought, well, getting everything out, I'm just making this huge mess, and isn't this kind of counterproductive? But I've come to learn that it is, I feel like necessary, because if I don't get out everything at once and I sort through it in the cabinets, you can totally lose the overview and you don't really get a feel of how much you actually have. So after you've done that, you want to be picking up items one by one. Marie says it's important to hold it in your hand and ask yourself one question, and that is, does this item spark joy? And if it does, then keep it. If it doesn't, then it's better if you discard it. So for example, if I think about my scale, for me, the question, does this spark joy, is definitely a yes. I use my scale every day, at least once a day, and I use it to prepare food for loved ones, and it's something that I enjoy deeply and truly. So this scale is a part of that process, and it definitely does spark joy. On the other hand, I have this salt grinder that came with this salt that I bought, and I do have to say it did spark joy once, but now it actually just frustrates me because it doesn't work properly and it actually just hurts my hand when using it. So it definitely does not spark joy, and that then goes on the discard pile. So go through each item and assess its value to you. Also, obviously there is going to be a maybe pile for those things where you're not sure yet if you want to keep it or maybe you discard it. That pile you'll then revisit at the end of going through everything, and you can apply the same method again just a while later, or you can apply this second method I'm going to show you guys in a while to this maybe pile as well. So the second method is actually by the Minimalists, shout out to them. They're really great if you want to learn more about minimalism. They do a great podcast, and they call this method the packing party. So basically what you do is you pack up everything. They say to pack up everything in boxes, but you don't have to do that. The idea is just to pack everything away so you don't see it. And once you've packed everything away, you take out things on a day-to-day basis as you need. For example, if I'm making a curry, I obviously need a pot. I need a cooking spoon, is that what you call it? Or a spatula, or I need a knife and a cutting board to cut my ingredients. So you take out everything as you would need, and you set yourself a specific time, for example, a month or 2 months. And after that specific time, you either go hardcore and just discard everything that is left in the box because you obviously don't need it or didn't need it in that time period, or you can go back, look inside the box, revisit everything, and assess whether you still need it, if it sparks joy, and then discard it or give it away. Because those things that you didn't get out in that 1 to 2 month period are obviously things that you maybe didn't even miss. So if you didn't really miss it, you're totally fine without it, and maybe it's better if you give it away. Also, don't forget to do this with all kitchen categories. Don't only do this for the kitchen appliances, but also do this for things like spices or condiments, because those are things that we often tend to forget how much we actually have of, how many items we actually have of that category. Spices and condiments, they tend to collect dust in the back of the cupboard, and they tend to expire, and we want to avoid that. Do keep in mind that if you have specific items that you rarely need but you know you regularly need, for example a cake pan, you know you need that every year around your birthday or around someone's birthday, that is a tradition or an occasion that is really special to you. Baking that cake is really special, but you only need it once a year. It's still a good idea to keep that. Obviously, don't go out every single year and buy a new cake pan and then discard that. That is not wise. So do keep things like that in mind. Don't be too strict with those methods. It's only supposed to help you or give you a guideline to how to go about decluttering. So these are my 2 favorite tips and methods on decluttering. I use this method not only in my kitchen but also everywhere else in my house. Let me know which of these 2 methods speaks to you the most, which one you guys think you will try. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean a lot to me. And if you like topics like these, or health related topics or recipes, feel free to subscribe. It's totally free, and I upload videos every single week. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. My hair is so short. I didn't mean to cut it this short, but yeah, once I chopped off this side, I had to match the other side, so I'm rolling with it.